Today's sponsors are Angelo's Interiors, specialising in kitchens, bedrooms and bathrooms. Go and visit their showroom today in Gillingham. Their web address is angelosinteriors.com. And De Medici Associates, Chartered Structural and Civil Engineers.
Based in the UK with a worldwide reach.
Visit their website on demediciassociates.com.
Better bit. This is the bit that I'm good at now. Because now I'm in like my mode.
Don't talk to her, Rach. Be absolutely silent throughout the whole thing. Right, it is nice and quiet now. Yeah. Oh, this is great for a podcast, isn't it?
Really chatting.
So I would describe what's going on. So Paris is now
doing a tutorial instead.
Paris is now cleansing Rachel's rank old skin, getting all the blackheads. She's now squeezing the blackheads out. No,
I must admit, when I did beauty, that was the only thing I enjoyed was the squeezing of the blackheads.
Oh, right. Have you got one of those things that you can buy from Amazon, like one of those? Is it pimple popper as well? No, I bet you've got one.
I would love one. I will take anyone that I see. I'm literally just like. My husband, when he gets a spot, and I'm like,
she's the same.
And he's like,
leave nails.
Yeah.
Yes, it hurts. You too. It hurts.
It doesn't hurt me when I do it, so it can't hurt you when you
get over it.
Yes, because
man up a little bit.
Do you know why it doesn't hurt you when you do it? Because you can feel the actual pain when it hurts. You ease up a bit. That's the difference. You'll ease up a bit because you can feel your own pain.
Childbirth.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that out there. Childbirth.
We can handle a bit more pain a bit.
I don't think childbirth's that bad.
My husband said that, and then the second time round, he literally was just like, when I got wheeled off, and then like he didn't see me again until the baby was like plonked into his arms. He was like, "Oh, okay." Like, and he was like, "That was the most scariest thing I've ever been through." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't know anything, so
bless.
I had no idea what was going on."
Oh, did you have a cesarean then?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Proper knocked out.
Right.
But she was a chunk.
Right, just so you know, she's this is a man describing what's going on. She's painting some light coloured stuff just over the top of her eyeball.
Right, so this is primer.
She's putting primer on. She's putting Amazon primer on.
It's definitely
not Amazon. No, it's just primer.
I'm not going to lie though. I'm not one of these. If something works, it works.
I'm not on about where you buy it from. I'm on about Amazon Prime. You know, that's an actual. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, there's primer now going on the other eye. Primer on the other eye. How long do you reckon this is going to take you, Paris? Are you going to try it? We should have timed you and tried to break a record. See how quickly you can do it. See how quickly you can knock one out. That's wrong. That's for a different video.
That's a whole different podcast. I do the stuff before that bit.
Right, she now looks like a clown.
But then you've got to do
I know.
But I've bought stuff from Primark before, and I think, actually, that's really good. I'm going to use that again.
I will happily, as long as something works, and obviously lasting power and whatnot, it's got to last all day. And then I'll use it. I obviously, there is certain things that I'm like, well, no, the more expensive stuff is the better stuff.
Because the other day I used, what is it? Sexy Mother Pucker. And oh my God, it made my lips so tingly. I don't know what was in it, but it made my lips so tingly.
Was it a plumping one? Because plumping ones will make your lips go like all the tingles.
They will.
How do you find
plumping Sexy Mother Puckers. They're a nightmare.
Right, what is Sexy Mother Pucker then?
It's a lipstick.
Lip gloss
That makes sure it gives you a nice shine to my lips. I know that.
I reckon you should do this all the time. You should just be with Paris every time she goes and does a job and just narrate everything for you know me.
That would be amazing.
Right now she is just applying some shit on your eyes.
So just so you know, everyone, it might be a bit more echoey this time because I've got a mic above Paris and I'm just trying to pick up anything she says, which isn't much because she's concentrating. It isn't much,
no, because I'm in concentration mode now. But I can. I mean, I can talk for England.
Right. She's now applying the darker brown stuff. You're doing a V on her eye. I'm giving everyone tips on how you do it now. She's doing some sort of V. So she's going right into the outside corner of one of her eyes. And she's applying.
You're doing well.
She's applying. She's nowhere near the T-zone because I know T-zone. That's the only thing I know about her. She's not near the T-zone. She's on the outside corner. She's got the other thing to talk about is I bet you spend your life washing brushes, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, how was it in COVID as well? Because obviously you weren't allowed to do it.
So I wasn't allowed to. So I was, funnily enough, because I was massively pregnant when the world opened up again. So it was only open for like 12 weeks. So I worked for 6, had my baby. Then was off.
Yeah.
I think I was off, and then I went back for 3 weeks. And then, that was it. I was off again until the world really opened up again and that. But, so I only went back. So I only had, because I was obviously hoping for a little bit longer maternity leave, but because I didn't work for 16 weeks, I then panicked and I was thinking, I need to then obviously provide for my kids. And
oh, yeah, because it's all about how many
3 meals, 3 meals each a day. Choose that. Even though there's 7 days a week. Harsh she is.
No, she said... And then on a Friday they treat themselves to a takeaway.
Oh, right, fair enough. Sorry, I didn't. Maybe I should listen as I'm actually hosting a chat show.
There's one day of the week that I ain't cooking on, so that's when the husband has to go get takeaway because he refuses to learn to cook.
Now, do you do roast dinners on a Sunday?
So
I can hear a phone going off. It's mine. Sorry. Maidstone, it just says Maidstone. Does that mean it's one of those dodgy ones?
It can be. Could also be something quite important.
It's probably a wedding, maybe. It's just cost us a couple of grand.
Why are you not here? It's our wedding day.
Oh, don't say that. Now you've made me. I've even checked I've checked the calendar 1,000 times today. We have not got a wedding on today. No, we have not got a wedding on today.
Have you done any weddings this year yet?
No, we tend to aim for around February, March. I think our first one is in March. Let me just double check because we have a lot of promotional stuff we do as well.
So I'd say from October to March, it's normally promotional videos, and stuff like that.
That's how I done.
March 8th.
I assisted on a wedding on the 28th of December with pretty pleased by Katie.
We want to get Katie in.
She's lovely. I love her.
She's
award winning.
She's a podcaster as well. We're award winning. Did you know that?
Yes. She's
let me just brush let me brush the dust off of them. Why don't you enter the Kent Wedding Awards?
Because I was too late to enter them last year, and I think I was still in my little phase of what if I'm not good enough.
Do what we've always done, right? Even though we've won a couple of awards, we treat it as our Christmas do. with people that you work with in the wedding industry. So you can come sit with us.
Networking.
I think this was my thing because I didn't know anyone. Now I'm like, I would be a hell of a lot more like, I know people now. So.
Yeah.
I've got friends. I don't have many friends.
It's because you're always being expelled.
Yeah, nobody likes me.
I was like,
She's
gone with the red fringe.
All the makeup. She keeps getting told off for not wearing.
No.
Do you really need to wear a smoky eye to school? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was practice.
Maybe I should use my phone for some close-ups. Oh, give myself more work here.
No close-ups yet.
No, I'm good. This is doing me head in. Maidstone. I'm going to answer the phone while on the podcast.
God. Super professional.
Hello? Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah. I've got people that do that already for me, mate. Yeah. All right. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye.
It didn't sound like someone from a company like that at all.
It's the usual. Do you want to go up higher on Google? Phone call. You know what I mean? You two have just gone completely silent. I'm just feeling like
when it comes to eyeliner, I hold my breath.
Fair enough.
Every single time.
Right, so what is the best?
It's the same with me.
No, you have worn makeup before.
Only for acting.
Yeah, you should have done this. I'm so
Can you make me look younger?
I can't change who you are. I mean...
Just say it. No, Simon.
I enhance. I don't change.
So she can enhance your eyes.
Let's talk about my hair. Right? My hair is... I've got a double crown.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
that's most boys, to be fair. Most gents.
Really?
Yeah, lots of gents have double crowns.
Okay, and my hair's really, really fine. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's not quite got a colour anymore.
It's just slight.
Yeah. So
ghost white.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to change the style of my hair if you want to what you think will suit me.
See, I hate this one because I'm very much one. When people go, I don't know, do what you think, and I'm like,
I'm that person.
It's your hair though.
Yeah, my hair only ever sticks up.
Well,
but you know when you say tapered or squared, right? I'm like, I can't see that bit. Do what you bloody want.
See, I just square everyone off anyway. Because with gents, because otherwise your head looks really round, it looks like a ball.
Oh, my head is round like a ball anyway.
You don't want to enhance that even more.
No,
so
if
I square it off, then it then puts you back into like a masculine shape. If women are round off because it's more feminine, but men it's
okay.
That's a little.
Thank you. So you ask the question, but ignore the answer. Is what you're saying. Well done.
She doesn't ask the question.
You don't ask the question.
No, she just said that.
Did she?
Listen to the question.
Oh, sorry, I'm too busy. My mind is too busy, ready to take the piss.
Stop. Listen, and then take the piss.
Sorry. I have to think ahead. I'm like a snooker player. I have to think a couple of shots ahead to come out with the piss take, but I'm not actually taking anything in you just said. So it's a great chat show.
I always try. I think I'm hilarious.
You are.
My husband thinks I'm probably the least funniest person in the entire world.
Yeah, this happens to us.
And we was in IKEA the other day. It's a good old IKEA story. So it's near enough cause for divorce because it's IKEA. And
should we be the judge? Should we be your panel? Do we agree or disagree?
Yeah. So there he was in IKEA. It was the whole. We're not going to spend long in it. It was when it was snowing the other day, and it was like, we're not going to spend long in here. And it was just like, and I was just like, well, no. And it was like, so we got there about 10:30 because there was a big old fire on the A2 because people don't know how to drive. And so it was like, got there about 10:30, and it was just like, we need to be thinking about leaving about. And I was like, yeah, about 2:30. And he was like, I was thinking about 12:30. I'm like, it's not an Olympic sport to get through IKEA. Are we not allowed to look at anything? That's quite That's quite harsh to get through IKEA in like 2 hours and pick everything up.
Yeah.
I love IKEA, but imagine every shop being like IKEA.
I love IKEA. It's my favourite.
Imagine it, where you have to go to Tesco's and you're taken through every single aisle, shown absolutely everything.
And then having to buy
and then go, now, what one of them do you fancy? Oh, you fancy that? Well, go to that shitty warehouse bit at the back then. And see if you can find it.
You've got to find everything in separate places as well. So half of it's going to be over there. Half of it's going to be in that side. Half of it's going to be right at the very beginning, but we're going to tell you that right at the end of your list.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what he decided to do.
Look at what we got, everyone. Look at what we got. Now go to that shithole in the back and see if we can find it.
But
in a box, brown box.
Everything that we pick from IKEA is like, oh no, we only deliver that. You can't pick that up. I'm like, oh,
But the delivery thing's really weird with IKEA. I don't know if it still is, but they have got a separate delivery service that just hangs at the back, don't they? Ready to take your money.
It's for when you go, you buy loads of stuff and you go, oh shit, I can't fill it.
It is.
I remember going with my mum and dad before, and we was literally like, my mum had a teeny tiny like a little KA, so like the really small bubble.
Yeah.
That was my mum's very first car lover, and it was my first.
How old's your mum?
50. I want to say 56.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Probably tell me.
Shouldn't have even asked that, should I? I'm sorry. But no one knows your mum. No one knows your mum. Mrs. Ape. Epps. Mrs. Ape.
So you get that one as well. That's why I was literally like, and then I changed my name. I changed my name on Facebook so quickly. My dad was just like, "Oh God, she couldn't get rid of that name quick enough." No.
That's the sad thing about being a dad when your daughter loses your surname.
I'm an only child as well.
Oh.
So that's it. He turned around and said, "It was like that's it. The name dies with me now. That's the end of the Epps name." I think he's quite glad about that.
Mm. Do you know what I've noticed with football?
This is a really
this is really weird. Is there's so many double-barreled names now.
Yeah.
So many, nearly every player has got a double-barreled name. So what's going to happen in like another 20 years? There could be triple-barreled names where their parents are split up, or quadruple.
My first name is double-barreled.
Is it?
Yeah, because my mum loved me even more. So I gave a 4-year-old, Paris Elizabeth to write. So it's like nearly every single letter of the alphabet to learn how to
Paris
write.
Elizabeth. Excellent. So you dropped the Elizabeth.
So I dropped the Elizabeth rather quickly because that's a lot of words, letters, and.
Did you ever think about keeping the Elizabeth rather than the Paris?
I think yes and no. I mean, I do enjoy being called Paris, but I also like.
Sorry, she's putting mascara on, Rachel.
Yeah,
now. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to do before the phone went off. I was going to do some close-ups.
No, you don't have to do close-ups.
That's fine. I'll do some the viewers want to see close-ups of you, Rach.
They really don't.
They do.
So I am.
You don't realise how pretty you actually are.
She's stunning. She's stunning. Like I said, I didn't go out with her for a look. Oh, yes, I did. I mean, I did go over for a brand.
But I am shocking when it comes to makeup. I'm literally like, I look at all that and I go, what's that for? I'm really bad.
When I first started, I was literally just like, you bog standard, chuck a little bit of foundation on.
Oh, what is that? Oh, right. Something so simple. I'm like, where does that go? Oh, yeah, on your face.
So I do things backwards as well. So I always do eyes first.
Mm.
So lots of makeup artists, I actually got told off by a bridesmaid and she was just like, you're doing my makeup wrong. I was like, I'm doing it how I do it.
Yeah.
You're still going to get the end look, but I can't be dealing with the faff of like touch-ups. I will do touch-ups. I can't do like if you get a bit of fallout and then you've got to take it like patchworking it all back in again. I'm like, can't be bothered with that.
I like touching people up.
I touch people a lot. More than I'm supposed to admit. When I do the boudoirs and that, I contour lots of things.
Are you happy with this lighting?
Because you can do a lot more on bourgeois shoots, can't you? Because you can make it harsher, you can make it darker, you can make it sexier.
This is going to sound weird. Do you have to do their body sometimes on a boudoir shoot?
I used to do spray tans. I used to do contouring with. I'm that weird person who does everything. I like to learn stuff. When I sit there and list the fact that I've got 13 MVQs.
Really?
Really?
So she doesn't tell us that. She tells us that she dyed her hair red under her fringe.
I like learning. I just didn't like learning in school. That was my problem.
She's so clever.
So
I can do the photos. I can tell you that needs to do that, that needs to do that. But makeup, I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea. Like I actually look at that, whatever this is, the palette, and I just get scared because I think, why do you need so many?
They're only like, that's two palettes, and then these are just the ones that I have.
Oh my God. She's got like 8.
How long does it take you to get through one of these palettes?
It depends how often I drop them.
Oh, right. So it's not really how much you've used up. If
I've got a bit droppy with them, that was my favourite one. But I don't get to use this one often because it's not bridal.
That's true.
It's very like
It's cool. Unicorn.
See, my daughter's very much like that. She's got every colour under the sun. She's got about 8 of these. And I just think, why do you need that? And then she's like, oh, you have to do this colour and you have to put a base on.
A couple of times, so I've lost pans but I mean, you shouldn't really. I don't use them on other people but myself. This is primer.
Okay.
So what does primer do? Should I have primer if I'm...
Base
if
coat.
you're putting it, well, yeah. Basically, this is what's going to stick your foundation.
You know that, love?
I don't. I'm shit. Like I said, I'm literally
it's like if you was painting a wall, you'd still prime a wall.
All right, okay.
Right, Rachel, why are you crap at makeup? Do you know why? I know the answer. Because you don't need it. You're beautiful.
Oh, you're such a... I don't know if that's smooth, but yeah. The answer is no.
Right, so I'm going to stop recording on this little one and we'll come back to you when you're further down the line.
Yeah, this bit's quite boring. This is not really doing much.
Oh, yeah, but we're still talking on the main camera. You should be privileged, Paris. I never... Paris. I call you Parish just then, I think. I never use 2 cameras when it comes to this podcast. I wanted to keep it basic, but, you know, I like you. I do like everyone else that's on the podcast.
I'm clearly very much favourite because I'm cutting your hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to pay you for the hair, so you can still abuse me. It's all right. I'm not trying to sweeten you up for the hair, even though I should get a discount.
Paris is the first one that we've had like a
actually doing
technical
something, yeah. Because
example.
that's
of their
what we said.
work.
We were going to benefit from this, didn't we? We said we get some freebies out of these people.
But then Darren, bless him, actually just randomly bought us a present, didn't he? He said, it's got nothing to do with your podcast. I just bought you a present.
I guess Darren.
Honestly, I'm not that nice.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, but you do my makeup. You're
doing the
giving me makeup tips, which is amazing. If you could just come around every time I need to go out or every time I need to go anywhere.
Oh, shout me. I will.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, happily. This is the stuff that I literally... So, as much as I love doing, like, the 9 to 5 cuts and colours, I much prefer...
The makeup.
Doing the makeup. I much prefer... This is, like, you know, my aim...
Do you mix in colours as well?
Yeah, because I don't want to take round, like, 30,000 different foundations. Different... like, some of them have, like, 8 shades.
Oh, see, I don't...
Or some of them have, like, 40 shades.
I've got 50 shades of grey on my hair.
So I take a minimum so I can mix and then... And plus nobody's skin is going to be like, this is your skin shade. So...
I'm assuming you do trials as well for them, yeah. So do you prefer liquid foundation or...
Depends what kind of look I'm going for.
Okay.
For lighter, I prefer liquid.
So if you were just going out every sort of like on a Saturday night, what would you personally wear?
I'm really quite basic. Like, I mean, I say that and she says when she's got like a wing, but I've been doing the wing eyeliner since I was like 14. So I feel like my eyes look weird without a wing eyeliner. I look knackered. And people actually go, are you all right? Are you feeling all right? And I'm like, yeah, I just haven't got the wing eyeliner on today, but thanks for that.
Thanks for doing that shit.
The strange thing about your profession is you're wearing your advert on your face. You can't just rock up. No. Hairdressers can rock up with rank hair, can't they?
I mean... Bloke
hairdressers have always got bad hair.
Yeah, but it's because they always do good hair. So if you think someone's got really bad hair, they must obviously get their hair done by someone else. You can't do your own hair.
Exactly.
So... The person who does their hair obviously is going to have good hair, but their hair obviously isn't as good because they're going to someone bad. If that makes any sense.
Yes. Yeah, I get what you mean. What was I going to say to you? I was going to say something else. So take us through the process of a couple's giving you a call. I want you to do my bride and my bridesmaids.
It's usually just the bride who usually gives me a shout.
Can you be a bit more enthusiastic?
Yeah, I know. The bloke don't care.
He don't really care.
He's like, how much?
Yeah. Is it going to be out of budget?
Yeah.
And,
right, so the bride's giving you a call, so I want you to do my makeup.
Then or
I'm looking for someone to do my makeup.
That's when I always say, because that's when I do my little video call. I've stopped doing it on Zoom because I talk too long. So 30 minutes isn't enough for me.
So do you immediately go on a video,
I always
arrange a call with them?
Look, I send them, I've got a little bit of a bog standard price list.
Yeah.
That I always say, and then, you can go around and get quotes and this, that and the other, I know I'm not the cheapest of persons, but I also know that I'm not the most expensive. I try to keep... I got married. I know how bloody expensive it is. I pulled favours with half of my suppliers because I was literally just like, help me out.
Yeah.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So I pulled loads of favours. And even then, my wedding was still uber expensive.
See, we weren't really established as well as we are now. Otherwise, we could have pulled a load of things.
I mean, if I got married now, I would literally, I don't think I'd, it'd be a hell of a lot cheaper than it was when I did get married.
We got married in 2012. Now, the videography was established. The photography hadn't been going that long. But I shot weddings and never really went to many wedding fairs, never did the wedding awards until 2014, I think. So I didn't know wedding people as much.
Yeah.
You know?
It was more of a, this is what I do. And it was word of mouth, really, because even Facebook was around, but it's very limited advertising-wise and stuff like that, wasn't it?
I get more people from like Facebook and Facebook groups than I do than I did forever from a website. Yeah. So I kind of, when my when the domain goes up and it's kind of just like, it's getting to the time when you're going to pay, and I'm like, I'm not even going to bother anymore. I very rarely do on my website anyway.
Yeah.
And I spend hours doing my website.
And Facebook are
and that's where people, and I actually asked a couple of brides who I was
you have to
doing,
ask,
and I said, like, where have you looked for your suppliers? And all of them said, I've done it more on Facebook and Instagram and everything. So I'm just like, I'm just going to get rid of my website because it's just money that I'm spending and I wasn't getting the traffic for it. And I mean, I know I could have paid to get it higher up on Google, and I did all the cheating, well, not cheating, but all the like code words in the sort of domain thing and whatnot to try and boost it up. But I still was like, that's how much I'm absolutely pants at technology. So I really worked hard on that website. It took me like a year to get going, and I've made it live, and I'm like, I don't get nothing from this.
No. We're going to probably ask you again at the end of this thing. So what is your website and what is your Instagram?
My website is, I've got rid of it now.
Oh, yeah, you have actually got rid of it. Okay.
I've completely like...
Right, so what's your Instagram name?
Halo Beautiful .xo. Halo_beautiful.
Halo_beautiful. And what's your Facebook one?
Exactly the same.
Cool.
I try to keep it as simple as possible.
I know that when you post on Insta, it goes straight to Facebook. Did you know that? Okay, that's all right then.
I don't really do lots on Facebook at all. I won't... Because I'm really bad at social media. I need to get better at it.
We're not great at it, but we're getting better. It's just
from what I was doing last year compared to what I was doing now, I have got better. But then I now have content, so...
Yeah, it's all about content these days.
Does it open up and look up for me? Yeah.
Right, let's do a little bit more.
So with eyeliner, do you normally go on top or underneath? Because some people go underneath, don't they?
I do both. Oh. I do both. I like tightening up waterlines.
Same here.
I don't know
that. So, you know that bit in between your lashes and your actual eyeball?
Yep.
And that, I always like to put a little bit of eyeliner on that. Otherwise, even when you stick lashes on, you'll still see that kind of white pinky look.
Oh, right, okay.
So that just sharpens that off, which then makes the eye a little bit more dramatic. I mean, it's not the most comfortable of situations to be in. It tickles. It's, especially with somebody else doing it. People are just like, oh my gosh. But it does make a huge difference.
Well, you go away. You're so annoying.
So, if you're doing a bride and say five bridesmaids or something, do you give yourself a time for each?
Brides, I always do a little bit more because obviously they're the most important bit.
Yeah.
Bridesmaids, I kind of just give a blanket look. So it's kind of like, this is what...
I meant time-wise.
Time-wise is like... Bride always try to give 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
That's good, though. That's
with their hair as well.
Lot.
And then bridesmaids are like half an hour, 20 minutes, half hour.
No, so do you do the makeup first and then you get them back and do the hair second, or the other way around? Or do you do bride, makeup and hair? Then the next one's
stick bride in the middle. So I get makeup done in the morning, like first thing, because that bit takes the longest.
Yeah.
So I do the makeup first, only because unless I'm have hair to prep, I will always naturally do makeup first, because then it's not in the way, and then I haven't got to try and pin things out the way after I've sorted it all out.
And you can always touch the makeup up.
And I can always touch the makeup up. Then I get to bride, so I do bridesmaids first and whoever else I'm doing. Get to bride, do her makeup, then I go straight to her hair. So I like sticking her smack bang in the middle. So yeah, basically she's done and then she can just concentrate on getting dressed but she's not done first thing for, once they get presents or for grooms
or can we just borrow you for the photos for the dressing gowns? And that's the bit that I really hate, because obviously all brides want that, and yes, they've got all their names on the dressing gowns. But it's got to be at a time that's relevant for the photographer, for the hair person, for the makeup person. So I'm watching, going, right, okay, as soon as you've done her, girls, let's get this photo done, and then I'm done with that shot. I've ticked off that shot that you wanted. Then the makeup artist can go back to doing what she's doing. And
I've given, I must admit, when photographers have said, like, I'm just going to do this shot, and I'm like,
really now?
Do you have to?
So what's this? What am I?
This is blush. Just cream blush.
Tilly's told me about this. And she said, Mum, you must use it. I'm like, I don't even have blush.
Oh, so now I'm a big fan of blush, because otherwise you look a bit dead.
Right, okay. That's where I'm going wrong there.
You do look fit now, Rach, actually, already.
I'm not too shabby.
No, you're doing all right, Paris. I might get you to come round every morning.
I'd love that. Just sort of, whilst I'm resting my eyes in bed, just lying in bed, she can do my makeup and I'll get up like a princess, like, start the day.
Yeah.
I was really sad when blush wasn't a thing and it was all just like contour and highlight, and I was like, please put some blush on.
See, I don't even know contour and highlight. I'm that bad. I don't even know how to contour.
It's because you don't need it, but
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary for you.
But it's I feel like I've just rubbed a bit off now because I scratched
Well done.
my head.
Well done. Good job. Good job.
But I would love to be able to say, I can contour, I can do this, I can do it. Because when you go out, you do want to look a little bit different. Yes, I've got mascara on for work, only because, like you said, it makes you look a bit dead otherwise. If you've got nothing on, it does make you look a bit dead. Are you all right? So, yeah, of course you wear, like, the very basics. I don't really wear much else. But when you go out, you want to look that little bit different, don't you? So people go, oh my God, you look really pretty, you've got really nice hair, you've got really nice outfit, stuff like that. But
yeah.
Then that's when you need to know people like me.
Yeah.
And then I'll come and get you ready.
We actually got a higher stall we could have put her on. Would that have helped you out?
No, it's fine.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we were looking for that stall on Friday.
I normally, to be fair, the amount of venues who have chairs so bloody low. And
do you not bring your own?
I bring my own now. I haven't got one of the director's chairs.
I've got one in the other room. I could have given you that.
Admittedly, I used to have one, but where obviously I do hair as well, I found it actually easier I've got a bar stool.
All right, fair enough.
That I just take with me, because then I can just pump people up and bring people low again. Can.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, you're probably better.
So when people I've had a couple of comments from other hairstylists, I'm like, what are you doing, propping everyone up at the bar? And I'm like, well, it's because I'm going to lower her down to do her hair.
Yeah, you can get some bar stools with little handles on the side, with arms on the side anyway, can't you? So they could be a bit more relaxed.
I love mine. It fits in my car nicely. I mean, nobody else can fit in my car once I've got all my kit in there and I'm done. Can never go food shopping if I've got everything in my car.
So you don't have to name names, but is there ever been a bride or anyone that you've done and they've said, right, I've had a look on Instagram, because Instagram can be amazing and Instagram can be bloody horrible at the same time, and they've said, right, I found this look, I want you to do this look. Have you actually ever done makeup and thought, I'm going to do it because you wanted it, but this really doesn't suit you?
I always say, so when it comes to someone shows you someone on Instagram, Pinterest is my downfall. So I really like this really natural look, and I'm just like, that is so far from natural. I know they've labelled it as natural. That is not natural. That is so heavily contoured. You're going to look like someone completely different. So, I mean, I always say, I love an inspo. I do love an inspo picture. Give me inspo pictures all the time.
Inspiration, she means, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No, yeah, I know that. I'm not that bad.
So yeah, I do love an inspo picture, but I'm very much like, once I've spoke to someone on the phone and I've actually had that conversation with them, we're booking a trial, and that's like, have some inspos by all means, but make sure they've got the same kind of colouring as you. The amount of times when people are super, super pale, then show me all these
orange.
pictures on of like these really olivey skin tones. It's like, it's gorgeous, it is. You're not going to look like that. Like, you really, I would love to say that you are, but you're not going to look like that because you have got completely different skin tones.
So are there certain skin tones that suit better colours? Like if you were going to go for maybe, if you've got a certain colour eye, would you go for, because my mum has got like almost white green eyes, hasn't she? She's got really green eyes. So what sort of, because she normally then would go for a brown or something.
Which will enhance regardless.
Yeah.
It is like, so the dark eyes, I've got dark eyes, blues and greens work really, really well. Like dark purples and that. Makeup is makeup. Makeup is very much individual. This is going to be the weird bit. And I want to stop talking.
Okay.
And this is the waterline bit.
So for people just listening, the cue ball is by the pink. Oh no, it's not snooker, sorry.
Shut up.
She's just putting eyeliner on.
So this
It's a very tense moment.
tightening up that waterline.
She's tightening up her waterline. And she's getting annoyed with me for talking.
I'm getting annoyed with you for talking.
Tense moments in Cherrywood Studios as the eyeliner is being applied to the outside of the eyes.
So makeup, I always find, I'm going to go back to the question you asked me, is I find it's very individual. Everyone has their own look, everyone has their own tastes. What somebody likes, I mean, I have lots of people go, oh, I love gold, and I'm like, not the colour I would have put with it. Skin tones and everything, but it's very much, again, how you feel comfortable. And if you're comfortable having more golds and that, then by all means do that.
Because I don't like feeling like really heavily made up. Like I would hate it if I felt really caked on and like
you look amazing at the moment. She's popped your eyes big time.
It's that little bit of that waterline just suddenly changes everything. And a little bit of sparkle. And I know people, not a lot of people like a bit of sparkle.
Sorry to jump in on you then, Rach, but because I imagine it's not great for your skin having too much on either, is it?
No, but it's very, again, I mean, there's lots of people who do like it. Lots of people, I had a bride who felt more comfortable having more on
than not.
I like to see your skin. That's the artist I am. I like to see your skin and how you are and freckles and beauty marks and everything. It's all, that's
part of your character.
Yeah, and that's who you are. Yeah. But then there is people who, have got their own insecurities. I mean, nobody can actually turn around. I've never met anyone who can turn around and say, I actually really love my face. I love everything about my face. And I don't want to change anything.
Oh, I do. I love mine.
Eyes?
I've got to try and make these eyes pop. Can't even see them. What was I going to say? Am I right in thinking that maybe a lot of makeup companies now are making them more of a moisturiser-y type, so it's not really affecting the skin as much?
Yeah, makeup, it's what I used to work with, what I work with now. The world has everything goes in stages. Everything will play, a trend will suddenly change, and now everyone does it. Like it went from being contour and all of that to really heavy and really smoky eyes and a wing liner and this, that and the other to actually we like it a little bit more like the clean girl trend that's going around. It's more blush and more subtle and everything. So trends change so much, but then makeup then changes, like what the brand is doing to what everyone's doing.
The only smoky eyes you see these days is Claudia Winkleman, isn't it?
But she does it
she's
really
just more
well.
fringe, isn't she? She's
fringe, and her eyes are so dark.
Into dark eyes, and then she's got quite olive skin, isn't she? She's really...
I must admit,
that fringe
when I go
must
out,
drive her nuts.
I do smoky eyes when I go out, because that's just how I feel comfortable when I... But I still always have a wing liner. Whether you can see it or not is a whole different thing, but I can't not have my wing, otherwise I've got teeny tiny little piggy eyes.
Do you use wings,
I don't know. Do I? But I always thought that if I wore eyeliner, it would make my eyes quite piggy. Like I used to think, oh God, but that's because I was obviously doing it wrong.
No, it's your nose that looks piggy, not your eyes.
It's so lovely.
Why am I married to it?
For my looks.
I did this last time, didn't I, actually?
Yeah, I just like being horrible to her, but she knows I love her.
But my cousin, going back to makeup, like what we're actually here for, my cousin had her makeup done. I don't think she had a trial. I don't know. I might be getting this wrong. But I remember she didn't like it. So on her wedding day, took it off. She was, it's just not me, it's too much. And she did it herself in the end. And she went, I feel much comfortable knowing this is my makeup because I've done it myself.
Is that Jem?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's me slagging off brides doing that, and Jem's one of them.
But it was the company. It was the hotel where she got married, which I'm not going to name names.
No.
And it was one of their new girls, and I don't know if she was up to date with a lot of makeup. I think she was very new. She was very, and she just said, I hate it.
At the end of the day, it's your wedding day, and if you're not comfortable with how you are, then you're not going to enjoy it.
I point blank refused when I got married to have my makeup done by anyone else. Now, obviously, when I did my training, I obviously knew lots of makeup artists at that point, so I did get them in to do my girls, my mum and my mother-in-law, but I didn't want. I was like, are you sure you don't want us to do yours? It's like, please just leave me to do my own. The thing is, I know the difference, I know not to use like underlining bounce back, and I use different products so I don't get like light bounce back with like sunscreens and everything, and because I know not to do that, but it is hard. And I do say to people, I know it's the makeup artist. You wait till I put setting spray on, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
What my do was
eyelashes.
Let me get this.
Just look down for me, sweet pea.
There we go. Sorry to everyone trying to watch this.
Yeah, sorry, I've literally gone straight in the middle, haven't I?
No, you're all right. It's a weird one for a podcast as well, but just fast forward it if you're getting bored. No disrespect to you, obviously. We are just doing makeup. But we like to leave it just running so people can see what's going on. And they get a rough idea of time as well.
I say, but I am a little bit more chatty today, so
yeah, of course, yeah.
Things around. This is normal though. Me throwing stuff about. I'm not even going to try and pretend that I'm not that person. So I am.
See, I don't really wear eyelashes either. So at the moment, like all this,
bit weird.
I might take you to lunch after this, Rach.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
With lashes, when you put them on, this is my biggest tip that I always say to people, is always put mascara on first.
Okay.
Because then you'll get the amount of times you put lashes on and then your lashes aren't as dark as the lashes and then you see them.
Right, okay.
Put a bit of mascara on first, let it dry, because then you're not going to be getting stuck to it.
And then come back to it later.
Then, yeah.
I'll put a bit of mascara on the false lash first.
Like, so you then marry.
No, not the false lash.
No,
real.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. So
and then re-put a little bit of mascara on once you've glued them on, and then obviously the glue's dried. Because then that
glue doesn't take long, does it? How long does it take for that glue to dry?
A couple of seconds.
That's good.
But once you put that bit of mascara back on again, that kind of marries the lashes together. Yeah. So then it feels less like, oh my God.
Oh God, I've got something on my eye.
Yeah. Got a little bit like that on.
So what other tips would you give a girl who doesn't know anything about makeup? Apart from getting you in every day,
I mean, I would prefer that.
Yeah. I would
prefer that option. My bank balance would prefer that option. I wouldn't be whinging about the price of food.
Yeah. Babe, we're going to have a week. We're going to have a week where we don't plan anything. We could just go off piste.
Do you want to give us any prices? You don't have to because they all vary.
Everything varies. So yeah. I mean, it is different from bride to bride. If they're having like a full-blown glam, really heavy, really heavy makeup, then it is a bit more obviously expensive than someone who's literally having the softest.
Yeah.
Brides are always more expensive because of the prep that goes in.
Yeah.
And
yeah. If it was easy, they'd be doing it themselves, mate.
Do you like the bridesmaids that come into you and go, can you just put these eyelashes on for me? Or can you just do this?
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I know there is people who go, no, you're not paying me. I overstay my welcome at weddings. I will fit in it. I love the whole prep. I love the whole lot. I mean, I now know how to do corset dresses up. I know how to... I've always got a crochet hook for buttons.
Yep.
Because the families are so scared to pull on those things. I've done a few corset dresses for brides.
Multi-way dresses. I can literally do every single way going now. I know how to do multi-way dresses.
See, that's what we should have. Maybe we should have like a little survival kit for the bride, like the fisheye, not fisheye, what's it called? The hook
crochet
eye.
hook.
Yeah. for stuff like that, or a sewing kit. We've got a sewing kit.
I've got a sewing kit. I've got a safety pin kit. I've got boob tape, nipple covers. Because amount of people suddenly go, oh, right, my dress has gone a bit, and I'm just like, it's all right, we'll just tape it on.
I'm wearing most of that when I'm filming a wedding.
Well, now.
Boob tape, nipple covers.
Down again. Yeah, nipple covers, blister plasters, paracetamol. What else is there in my little survival kit? Safety pins, sewing kit. Then I always give lash glue if I've done lashes. Powder, lippy. I do try to say to brides, like, try and get your own lipstick because then you've got it
for the rest of the day.
But I do have my little kits where I can be like, here you go, we can add that in.
I can't even remember on my wedding. I remember going for my trial, and at the hotel that I got ready at, the girl who did mine was amazing. So I went for a trial, and I said, yeah, I like this. And she did try a few little things out on me. I said, I don't want it too dark, but I want it slightly darker.
Yeah.
And yeah, she did mine really amazing, but I can't ever remember reapplying my makeup throughout the day. I can't remember that.
The sign you had a good makeup artist, because you shouldn't need to.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to have to reapply. It should be, I mean, I did my cousin's wedding in September, and I did reapply because I was there. So I was literally just like, oh, I can see that that's fading off a little bit. Let's just top that up. It wasn't like
really obvious.
No, like if anybody else would look at but it's because that's what I do. It's my trade. I go straight to. I do hair. I look at hair and makeup before I even look at the actual person. It's the contact I make first. Right, look up for me, lovely. This is just bottom lashes, and I'm the weirdo who buys bottom lashes with a brush rather than a spoolie. Do not forget about bottom lashes. It completes.
Does.
The look.
So what is that brush that you're using then?
It is actually a lash brush. At first I was like, why would you even think about doing stuff like that? Just use a spoolie. It makes so much more sense.
What's a spoolie? I'm asking all these questions now because she's saying stuff. I'm thinking, I have no idea.
This is spoolie.
Oh, right, okay.
Show it to the camera for me.
So it's like a little mini...
Teeny tiny like a mascara brush without any mascara on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So spoolies. This is one of the lash
it's tiny.
But it's teeny tiny, but then it means I can literally go like right up them little teeny tiny lashes. And I do like doing. I find sometimes the spoolie's a bit like, whoa, that's in my eyeball.
Poke you in the eye.
I mean, anything coming towards anybody's eyes, everyone's going to be like. I have had people when I'm doing it, they're like moving back and further back and further back.
Going,
I just need your face just here, just a little bit. I know you're feeling uncomfortable, but I do need to be able to touch you.
Because you don't want. I think the worst thing would be if you look too orange and you can't. You know, the bride turns up and in all the photos you think, God, I mean, we've never had it. All of our brides have been amazing, but you know, you look at someone and think, God, you're really orange. Your makeup artist really was crap.
I had a bride who got burned a couple of days beforehand.
Oh, no.
So everything was red. And I'm like, I don't carry red foundation to blend that in.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing. Like, they don't make that because it's not the colour you should be.
Yeah.
And I do like a little cheat sheet that I send to my brides a couple of weeks beforehand.
They don't get burnt.
It's like, please stay away from the sun. Like, think of it as the devil for a little while. I know we all want a nice, lovely tan for our wedding, of course we do, but get a fake one.
Yeah.
Look after that skin. Don't think about getting a facial a week before your wedding because you are going to be breaking out the week of.
God.
Yeah.
And like, if you're going to start doing them, if you're going to start having facials and that, do it a good 6 months beforehand because then your skin will be used to it and you won't have as many breakouts.
Wow. Wouldn't even think of that.
Everyone was like, oh, I've had a nice little facial before my wedding, and then on the wedding day I'm like covering up 30,000 spots.
Yeah.
So I was like, please either avoid it. Skincare is huge. Always exfoliate before. Because that's the difference. That's what's probably making everything feel cakey. Is exfoliating rather than it being not exfoliating rather than it actually being the product.
Mm.
There's only so much we can pop on your face before it then you just brush it back off again.
Yeah.
So it is a matter of put like just a bit of skincare before, exfoliate, cleanse, tone, moisturise. All of the gum.
Yeah, okay. All right, nice.
I'm nearly done now. I'm just fapping.
This is cool. Just so you know, I'm going to make this a separate video. Yeah, they're going to make a separate video that people click onto to see the whole makeover.
Oh.
No, I really like the idea of it.
Well, at least I can go back. I can go back and go, right, she did this to me. So when I go out, but it look crap.
I'm not that person to be like, I'm not going to give you any tips of the trade and this, that, and the other. End of the day, I just want people to feel confident. And I know I feel more confident when I've got a ton of makeup on. I don't leave my house without makeup.
It's weird, isn't it, that you girls have to feel like that to be able to
I don't like the fact that we all
otherwise we won't select you.
Oh, select us, oh God.
Right, this is just lips, then you have to stop talking. Right?
Sorry.
Oh, wait, just talk. Oh.
But yeah, no, I just want everyone to feel confident and comfortable, and you know, I think because I would never ever have. And when I did start to feel confident, and then COVID hit, and I got pregnant, so everything that I did then got re-erased. So the point is that I don't leave the house without makeup on, even if it's just a little bit. I just won't. Otherwise, I literally will not talk to anyone. I even wear makeup to the gym. I'm not like full blown lashes or and that, but I will definitely stick mascara on at least, just because it's like, oh yeah, she is actually a human being and not a troll walking around.
So have you ever considered doing like makeup tutorials online?
I would love to, but not me doing it with my face, because I can't do.
Right, okay.
I'm not good in front of the camera.
Well, you've been finding the front of the camera for.
I know, but I haven't looked at the camera.
An hour and 40 so far.
You did say you would work. You would tell her. You would bring it out. Actually, you are still being through.
Have you forgotten the cameras there?
I have a little bit.
There you go. See,
that's the thing.
But I still won't look at it. I would. It is just that. I think, you know, I always keep saying, like, I'll do a shoot and, like, you know, the amount of, like, boudoir shoots I've done now, and I'm literally just like, oh, I want to do it. I want to have a go. So I like posing people. I like putting people in poses and stuff like that as well. So I'm like, that would look so much better if we just did that. And so I like doing that bit. And then I'm like, you know, I like doing the whole, I like looking at it and be like, yeah, we can do that. And that looks nice. And I'm like, I could do that. And then I'll take a selfie. I'm like, oh, no. I am not natural. That does not look good.
But then that's when we come in a little bit as well. We can say, right, okay, you now need to if you just up that little bit, move your hand just slightly there, and then pop your bum out or something like that. That's when, you know, like if you've got, you know, because you need to have your bum on show. You can't just do that, otherwise you just go straight flat.
This is what I had done a boudoir shoot with a model before, and I was literally just like, can you like just push your boobs out, pop your bum out, like it's going to make such a difference. Yeah. And then she was still like, and it was like, no,
And sometimes you do, like sometimes I have to say to a bride and groom, right, do this, and then like either the groom's a bit awkward, or so in the end, instead of telling them, I just say, right, I'm just going to move your head, and they're like, move me, you know, actually move me in the right position.
When we got married, we had so I was telling my photographer that we have, barring our wedding photos, 7 photos together. Me and my other half, because we do not do photos. Neither one of us like having a photo taken. We're absolutely terrible at it. So we just don't do it. And I mean, when we went to Mexico, and there's one photo of us in Mexico, and that was on the last day, because it was like, oh, we should do really to, you know, remember the whole holiday yesterday. We've done. Right.
So are there any absolute no-nos for makeup then that you would suggest?
No, obviously just getting your right shades right, getting your right colours.
Have a look then.
Otherwise, anything will look a bit.
So she done.
You do.
You done.
There you go.
I have got another mirror, but my child decided to break it.
Oh, see, I like that. See, I like the eyes. They're not too overpowering and
not too heavy.
But they've still got a little bit of glitter on there as well. And
yeah, I like them. But you're on fire.
I am a bit of a fan of a 3/4 lash at the moment. I feel
what
like
does that mean?
so
it's not going across your whole life.
Yeah, it's only going across half, like 3/4.
So like these are actually my eyelashes then.
So you've got some.
It does widen up the eye. Really bring it out.
I like doing like cat eye. I prefer that look than it being more rounded.
Yeah, I like them, mate. So really suit you. Do you know it's like a 50s, 40s, 50s style? It's really nice. Yeah.
I do like doing like the bright red lip, the wing liner, the kind of pin up.
Brilliant.
I'd love that. And then like having all your hair like done like that as well. Thank you so much. I feel really like
I've got a bride who's doing the pin up makeup for her wedding. Like she basically said, she was like, I want to be like Dita Von Teese.
Yeah.
And I'm like, brilliant, let's do it.
I suppose something different like that is good for you, isn't it? Because you're like, right, let's go for it. Let's go all out. Let's do this.
Really excited when people have. I love it when people don't have an eye. Like, I just want to look pretty. I just want to feel beautiful. But then I love it when people go, this is what I want. This is what I'm envisioning. Let's make it happen as well. So that's what I like. I like it when people go, I want this look. I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Right, Paris, we're going to say this twice, but thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, we will say this twice.
And because this is now the end of the second video, which we've just worked out randomly.
Yeah. Okay.
So give us your details again. There you go.
I don't know what my details. So I'm on Facebook and Instagram as Halo Beautiful, or Halo_beautiful.xo.
Okay, Halo _beautiful.xo. What's XO for? Kisses and cuddles?
Yeah.
Oh.
I sign off on that on emails and stuff because I'm not that uber professional.
Okay.
It feels weird not putting a kiss at the end of stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the second video with the makeup. Hope you enjoyed the makeup. Very good. Very, very good.
I need to go out now.
You do need to go out. Yeah, you need to go out. Sell yourself. Sounds wrong. But yeah, that was really good. This podcast has been brought to you by Snug Dubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk. This podcast was brought to you today by Austin's Eatery on Station Road, Strood.
Try the Viking Challenge.